Hello everybody and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington, and tonight we are going to start off with the final match of the first round for the MPW Ultimate Openweight Tournament. Coming off of a loss in the qualifiers for the Elimination Chamber, it is MamaInu. MamaInu is looking to get some luck here in the Ultimate Openweight Tournament, and then also we will see MamaInu next week in the final Losers Bracket qualifier, where one winner will take it, one winner to rule them all for the finals, the final slot in the Elimination Chamber for Rize's Idol Division Championship. Last week, we saw MamaInu, Usaino, Tyranno Maximum, and Ayasu go head-to-head, and Ayasu and Tyranno Maximum picked up the win, or, well, qualified. Ty getting second place, Ayasu getting first place, meaning Ayasu can choose any slot, any pod, any position they want to be in for the Elimination Chamber, which is a big advantage for Ayasu, and potentially an even bigger advantage for Rize. But unfortunately for Rize, unless Azanaza is going to be in the final qualifiers, Rize might not be able to have that last spot, but could definitely have a later spot. Ayasu, if working with Rize here, could prevent Rize from taking the first spot, but will not fully prevent Rize from potentially starting the match in the second spot. But it's definitely lowering the chances quite a bit. Speaking of open weight, that word used to be synonymous with this man right here until he lost it all against DancingWithDraven, who in fact will be defending it here tonight as well. In the semi-main event of tonight's show, the former longest reigning MPW Openweight Champion of all time, Garreth Unported. A whopping 70-day title reign. Actually, I was going to say he's the longest reigning, but he's actually tied with Tyranno Maximum for 70-day title reign with 3 defenses, exactly tied Tyranno Maximum's record. That match was the match that he needed to win to become the longest reigning Openweight Champion. But in this tournament, he could go all the way and prove that he's the ultimate Openweight. For Garreth Unported, this has been the only thing that's been holding him together, the Openweight Championship. He is unable to challenge for the Icon Division Championship anymore. This is the only singles contest title that he can win. So Garreth is going to go all out against MamaInu. Of course, it's open weight, meaning both divisions can go up against each other. And this match is contested in falls count anywhere, anything goes. Straight out the gate, bumps him. MamaInu had a pretty impressive showing in the qualifiers, but wasn't able to qualify. Can she move to the second round of the Ultimate Openweight Tournament? MamaInu has not been able to win either championship. Garreth's held both. But Garreth, of course, is going to be fighting with all his might to try and get that championship back around his waist. The winner of this match will go up against Blueness, the former winner of the Ultimate Openweight Tournament. So no matter what, that person's going to have to fight through probably the hardest battle they'll face in the Openweight Tournament against the former champion. This is an uphill battle for anyone in this position. This is the final first-round match, meaning that once we finish off this one, we're in the quarterfinals for the Ultimate Openweight Tournament. MamaInu going up top. Looking to maybe dive to the floor, double axe handle, cross body. No! Just very narrowly avoiding it. And crashing and burning on the outside. Garreth hyping himself up in the corner, but you don't want to spend too much time. You don't want to spend too much time stroking your ego or your arm might break. It's good to see that Garreth isn't all doom and gloom. As always, he's still got that cocky attitude that he's always had. Garreth Unported is unable to qualify for the Icon Division Championship, so we know he's not going to be in the qualifying matches. Over the top rope. Hip up and gonna dive to the floor, landing on his coccyx. What is he thinking here? Power bomb onto the barricade. Spine first onto the barricade to MamaInu. 2 count already. So early into the match, and MamaInu just took a massive hit. That could be the downhill spiral that she wants to prevent from this match going on any further. We got to see any more targets to the back. Could potentially show the end to MamaInu. Atomic drop. The groin area feeling very damaged. Hurricane Rana by MamaInu. Oh, but hooks the leg again. I mean, we got a 2 count earlier. Kick out of 2. That could have stolen the match right out from under her. Catching MamaInu with the dirtiest German suplex I've ever seen. Getting MamaInu back up. This is the kind of ferocity that we see from Garreth. This is his championship. He wants it back. This is the biggest championship for Garreth in the company. Ooh, Knock kicks the bat right out of his hand. Garrett bumps him. Ooh, running bicycle kick. A wild bicycle kick. Kick out at 0 by MamaInu. Saying no more. Hurricane Rana. Was that just for show, or does she just have that much energy left? Kendo stick to the head. Right onto the top of the dome. And continuing to strike down at her. MamaInu flying forearm. Doesn't knock him down, but kip up. She's back up. Hip toss. Or shoulder toss. MamaInu. Oh, MamaInu was going for the I'm sorry, I love you. Brainbuster. And it looks like it could be the beginning of the end for MamaInu. High caliber from the corner. Straight to the eye. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. High caliber. But now all it takes is for MamaInu to get crowned for Garreth to win. Kicks a galore. DDT to keep her down. Garreth trying to inflict as much damage as he can before giving her a little bit of a crown. Kip up though. MamaInu's back up. She's not going to let it happen. Oh, crowns her in a different way. MamaInu didn't quite have the strength to take him off his feet on the top of the rope, but nearly did. MamaInu staggering. Garreth has that bat in his hand once again. Ooh, swing and a miss. A little too short. A bada swing in the corner. Garreth fighting out. Single leg suplex. Northern Light suplex onto the bat. And a falling elbow drop onto her opponent. MamaInu looking to move further in this tournament. Busts Garreth open, and now both of them are bloodied. MamaInu up to her old tricks. To put away Garreth. Kick out at 2. The blood dripping off both of their faces. The longer this match goes, the worse it's going to be for them. Both are going to be looking to put him away quickly. A release dragon suplex. Ooh, narrowly avoids the bat. Once again, sorry, I love you. Reversal. Garreth saying no. Ooh, Enziguri though. MamaInu gets the last laugh. Garreth Skywalker connects. Going up top. No. Thinks that maybe he has it here. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 again. MamaInu rolls out of the boot. A little bit dizzy on her feet, but she gets back up at a second Skywalker. Taking it to the air. MamaInu fighting it out, trying to hold on. Overhand punch. DDT. It's not quite over for MamaInu, but she's looking like she's got jelly in her knees. The bat once again narrowly avoided its target. I must say, it looks like the head wound on Garreth's is much worse, and a strike to the back of the head and neck with that bat. I mean, anything goes, but that's just dangerous. MamaInu rolls out of the way, knocks it out of his hand. Hurricane Rana. Ooh, so right hand. Garreth holding on for dear life with one arm. Barely keeping it together. Over the top. Floats under, goes for a German, doesn't quite get it. Kip up, Pele kick bump from Garreth. Kip up again, MamaInu still alive. Over the top, all the way to the floor. And of course, this is false count anywhere. They've been spending a lot of the time in the ring, but they can pin or submit each other on the outside as well. So you're going to want to watch out for that. Garreth, oh, I was going to say Garreth looking for that bat again, maybe. Garreth going for a high pardon. You have just been pardoned by Garreth Unpardoned MamaInu. That was something, that was a move he used to defend the championship multiple times. But MamaInu kicks out. Barely holding on. Is this a second one? And a second one from Garreth. Excuse me, you've been pardoned twice. And the second one is the charm for Garreth Unpardoned, as he will keep his dreams alive in the ultimate open weight tournament. Showing you why he's tied for the longest reigning openweight championship of all time. Can he get this title back? We'll have to find out. Garreth Unpardoned will be fighting Blueness next round in one of the most anticipated matches I think we'll see in the entire tournament. Former champion versus former Ultimate Openweight tournament winner. Well, let's move on to the second Icon Division qualifier match for the Elimination Chamber. Who are the other two members to be joining Greg and Dragthulu? We'll find out next. Okay. It is time for the second qualifier for the Icon Division. Two members from this match will qualify and join Greg as well as Dragthulu in the Elimination Chamber. The other two will join Potato and Zarataro in the losers bracket next week to find the final member. And if I'm Greg, I'm going to want this guy in the Elimination Chamber with me. This is Greg's best friend, his compadre. Someone that is questionably, undoubtedly, maybe a bear. Someone that nearly won the Royal Rumble, or the 40-person Battle Royale. It is a bear. Could Angel be attacked on both sides of the coalition? A bear. And whoever wins this match will take up another slot. Will be able to choose another spot where they want to be. Greg has that power, winning the last one. Greg can choose any pod that he wants, and I'm going to assume that Greg's going to choose that he wants to be the 6th person to enter that match, so the winner of this match could potentially be the 5th person to enter. But you never quite know what's going on in the heads of these performers. Especially a bear. Angel has got his work cut out for him here. already had an incredible match. How will we see? What will we see? Who will we see pick up the win here? Who will qualify? And if you are unfamiliar with the rules of these matches, feel free to listen in here. This match will be a fatal 4-way match, meaning 1v1v1v1. 4 people enter this match. To eliminate one of your opponents, you have to pinfall or submit them inside the ring. There are no disqualifications, no countouts, and the last 2 standing members of the match will qualify for the Elimination Chamber. The winner of this match will be able to choose their position in the Elimination Chamber, choose when they enter the match in the Elimination Chamber for the Icon Division Championship, currently held by none other than the man, the myth, the legend himself, Gaelic Angel. Angel fought so hard for this championship. It is his first championship title reign as the Icon Division champion, and he's been thrown into out of the frying pan into the fire, having his first defense in the Elimination Chamber. It is certainly not a fun position to be if you're Gaelic Angel. However, as I said last week, Gaelic Angel had a pretty good run in the first ever Icon Division Elimination Chamber. So maybe this is just his domain. I mean, Angel is one to risk it all when it enters the ring. When it comes to fighting, Angel is looking to risk it all. So a place like the Elimination Chamber could be perfect for Gaelic Angel. We know that both Dragthulu as well as MintyClovers Dragthulu and MintyClovers both lost their titles last season in the Elimination Chamber. So it could be very likely that we see a new champion come out of the Elimination Chamber in just a week's time on MPW Presents This Is Not a Christmas Show. And of course, this guy has been chasing that championship gold forever. The impressive, the aggressive FlairZero coming straight in from work, looking to put up some numbers here. I mean, with Flair being able to choose that pod, at least getting that 5th spot in the match would be huge. He would have a full opportunity to analyze everybody but one member in the match, maybe even see a couple eliminations happen, and then come into the match fully rested, fully aware, fully prepared for everything, and only have to worry about Greg in the pod, which, I mean, Greg is definitely an unpredictable man, but FlairZero has time and time again been the bridesmaid, but never the bride. He's been in Gaelic Angel's position. Can he make it all the way, go to the Elimination Chamber, and pick up the win, pick up his first Icon Division Championship? If Flair wins, we could see his wife Glitchy cash in the golden opportunity, and we could see the first ever married couple in MPW to be champion simultaneously. Not to give anyone ideas. And speaking of golden opportunities, they come a-knocking when the horse is at the door. Bonk. Bonk looking to qualify for the Icon Division Championship while also holding the golden opportunity, which gives him a championship title shot at any point, anywhere in the MPW ring. Could this be his insurance plan? If he makes it all the way to the Elimination Chamber, having the championship and the golden opportunity, it's like insurance. Saying, hey, just because I lose the championship doesn't mean I can't get it back real quick. Bonk, the 3rd member, who will be the 4th and final member to potentially enter the Elimination Chamber and potentially qualify as Bonk powers up. It is none other than Dobby. The one man other than Gaelic Angel, I would say, that gave Zarataro a run for his money nearly picking up the Icon Division Championship in his first title match. Dobby is going to look for some redemption, and the Elimination Chamber is that perfect opportunity for anyone to pull up a big upset. Especially with someone like Dobby, his unorthodox fighting style, his bare knuckle brawl may even lean in his favor in the Elimination Chamber, the unorthodox structure that is the Elimination Chamber. Zara, Taro, and Potato have already been put in the loser's bracket, so those are some pretty fierce competition. You want to make it to the finals here. You want to be the final two. You want to qualify, not only just to get into the Elimination Chamber, but that second chance might not be a second chance for you. If you get to that loser's bracket, Zara, Taro, and Potato are already waiting for you, two hungry competitors, and the former longest reigning openweight or Icon Division champion of all time. And now Bonk versus the Bear starts it out, and Dobby switches fighting partners to go after the Bear early, goes for an early cover, but an early kick out from the Bear. Like I said, no disqualification, anything goes, but you must pin your opponent or submit them in the ring, or else it is not legal. Drops the head. Who let the animals out in MPW? Clothesline. Ooh, doesn't quite get all of it from Flair. And Bonk's going to get a table. Will we see that table actually come into play? Unlike last week. Clothesline to Flair. Takes him down. Lights up Flair with a couple of chops and an uppercut. And Bear belly to belly. Taking down the horse. That's some pound for pound beef. Beating up against each other. Drop kicks, but Dobby moves out of the way and now leaves Flair and the Bear alone in the ring. And Dobby's going to target Bonk outside. Flair's rolling around. Stop sign from Bonk. Bonking Dobby right in the head. You may not be able to eliminate your opponent on the outside, but you can definitely inflict as much damage. Deadlift German. No, deadlift back body drop by FlairZero. Couldn't quite get that German all the way as Dobby sends Bonk going flying. Flair with a sleeper hold onto the Bear. Dobby and Bonk fighting it out on the outside. Super kick to the gut. The Bear just leaving Flair to dry. Goes for the cover for the first elimination on FlairZero. Kick out at one, though. Way too early to call it for Flair. As Bonk and Dobby give the French-Canadian commentators table a little bit of a show. The Bear eyeing up. Flair bumps him. Off the ropes. And now he's just going to maul Flair. Soon his face could be matching his hair. As the Bear is just full out mauling FlairZero. Flair gets the Bear off him. The Bear gets swatted away by FlairZero. German suplex. This time he gets it, but barely. As Dobby sends Bonk back in the ring. Below zero to the Bear. Below zero. We could see the first elimination early. Two. Ooh, a near fall, but just a 2 count. Won't do you any good. Swinging neck breaker from Bonk. Now Bonk below zero again. Number 2 to Bonk. FlairZero is just popping these like nothing. Like they're Tic Tacs. Bonk's back up. Step up Enziguri. FlairZero, like I said, would be an absolute menace in the Elimination Chamber as he's showing his prowess against all comers here. But the Bear knocking him away. Ooh, that liver shot. I don't know if that's the right side for the liver, but I'm going to say it is. Bumps him. And a running bulldog to the Bear. Bonk doing a little shadow boxing. A little bit of cocky showing offness. Making his voice heard Kick it out one by Flair. And a combo breaker to the bear. Flair might eliminate Greg's best friend early. 2 might be the first one eliminated. No, kick out at 2.9. Flair nearly had it. And now Bonk is just getting beaten and bruised in the back. And a stop side to the back. Speaking of backs. Tossing or trying to hit him again. The bear wants the stop sign this time. And it's time to stop for Flair. Dobby sending Bonk into the stairs. And the bear backs up. Clothesline though. Flair catches him. Kip up. Bear's back up. Bulldog not for long. Flair is all over this bear. I think Flair's assessing the threat that the live bear tossing Bonk in the air. The live bear is the biggest threat in the ring, and he's been systematically destroying him. FlairZero looking for a moonsault. It's very rare we see something like that come out of FlairZero's arsenal. But he hits it, and the bear gets the shoulder up once again. Flair taking stock of who's in the ring right now. Enziguri in a smack, swing and a miss. Tries to hit Bonk again. Bonk, though, catches him into a German suplex. Maybe a miscalculation for Flair as he's about to get covered. The only former Icon Division champion in this match is Bonk. I mean, I think if I was anybody, I would target Bonk. He's also got that golden opportunity. But Dobby going for the cover, kick out of one. Flair gets back up in a diving Shining Wizard type thing. And now a double team. Final ignition to the bear. Dobby putting the bear out. Oh! Flair almost got hit with something, and then Bulldogs Bonk onto the stop sign. The bear's still in it. The bear holds on once again with the kick out. Dobby was looking for something. He's eyeing up an opportunity for Flair. Gets behind him. Flair. Reversal. Chops him up. Oh, stiff right hand. Flipping Flair right around. Fireman's carry. And bounces Flair off the ropes again. Ducks the chop. Dobby's taking all comers. Butterfly. Stalling Butterfly, rushing all the blood to Bonk's head. Butterfly takeover onto the table again. The bear hug. Spine breaker. Spine buster. The ref's gonna count the pin on Dobby. Could be the first elimination. No. Flair, what is he looking for? DDT on the apron. Over the top rope DDT as everybody spills to the floor. You cannot get an elimination on the outside. Inverted DDT. Like, you can spend as much time as you want on the outside. Bonk. DDT to Flair on the floor. Flair and Bonk's going to battle it out as Dobby and the bear fight it on the inside, but not for too long. They're going to see some company soon. Bear with the big hit. Bonk not quite, swing and a miss. Not quite able to hit him. And a clothesline from the bear. Flair, I think, almost hit a below zero. And now Dobby and the bear taking an unlikely tag team partnership. Oh, almost, Dobby said it's everyone's business. Almost got a gun stun. Bonk not sure where to go, but it's going to leave Flair to dry one more time. Stop sign caught out of the hands of Dobby. Bonk got him up on his shoulder. Rolling Thunder. The bear's back in. Ooh, beam clash rolled through. Ripcord knee from the bear. Kip up. And another running knee to Bonk. Making his long face longer. And just diving down on him head first. Flair right in front of the French Canadian commentators table with Dobby. Bear hug. Bear hug applied. We can see Bonk tap. Oh, smacking the ears of the bear to try and escape. Ooh, big double hand chop. Knocking the bear off his feet. Bonk slowing things down in the ring as Dobby tilt-a-whirl neckbreaker. Working over the paws, the bare hands of the bear. Dobby and Flair continue to fight in this corner. This has been Dobby's favorite corner in this match. And Bonk flying through! The bear said, come at me, and Bonk flying like a bullet, like a missile straight through. Flair and Bonk now meet in the ring once again. Tilt-a-whirl neckbreaker. Is Dobby looking to meet the bear on the other side of the outside? And a knee to Flair. No, Dobby's going to make his way back in the ring. Dobby wants some action. Bonk gets a little bit of a combo off with these chops, kicks, and punches. Picks up Flair once again for another German suplex. And Dobby just taking it to the bear in the corner. Headbutt to the bear. Flair kicks out barely. Barely. Over the knee. Bonk is bleeding. You can't tell because his blood is clear, but he is bleeding. That's just a fun little alien fact for you. Running knee! No! The diving knee missed, and now Bonk's turn to send him over the knee. As Flair fights next to the French-Canadian commentator's table with Dobby. Tossing him. Bonk is fired up in the ring. This bear has taken off so much punishment. But he still won't go down. Dobby gets sent off the ropes. Bonk flapjacks him. And a bear hug spine buster. FlairZero could be the first elimination. We still haven't gotten the first elimination. And FlairZero is moving to the loser's bracket. With Zarataro and Potato. Only one more elimination to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. Who will be joining Flair? Bonk is staying alive just a little bit longer. The stop sign once again coming into play, tossing it directly down onto Bonk and just tossing the bear. Dobby mounts him as Flair tries to pick up the pieces on the outside, figure out where he is, and vacate the premises. Sends the bear off the ropes and just chooses to ignore him. Interesting strategy from Dobby as the bear gets a combination of kicks and elbows and knees. And right into Bonk's own palm strike combination. And we could see it again. Dobby and Bonk could qualify. Final ignition to put away the bear. Wants to make sure to hook the leg properly. And Dobby and Bonk will qualify for the Elimination Chamber, but who will get to choose their spot? Bonk's wasting no time. Bonk's wasting no time to take out Dobby as quickly as possible. And Bonk does it. Bonk qualifies and will be able to choose his spot in the Elimination Chamber. Dobby will be joining him without that advantage. Bonk having an insane advantage as well as the golden opportunity. I feel like it's very, very soon we'll see another Bonk title reign as we will move on to the MPW Open Weight Championship defended by Dancing with Draven for the first time ever. And it is time for the MPW Open Weight Championship. It is contested 2 times as many times as the World Championships of both divisions, and both divisions can challenge for it. Who has been randomly selected to challenge for Dancing with Draven's Open Weight Championship? And I mean, we've seen the Shogunate have good shots at this championship. It is Azanaza randomly selected a challenge against Draven's openweight championship. We saw Ayasu pick up the win in their debut. Azanaza has a shot at a championship. Azanaza has yet to pick up a championship yet. It is going to be Draven's first title defense. And we saw Ayasu pick up the win for the Elimination Chamber qualifying. So Azanaza most likely will not be qualifying for the Elimination Chamber tonight in the main event. However, we will be seeing them here tonight. They also, I should say, that Azanaza, if Azanaza can win this, they are in the second round of the Ultimate Openweight Tournament. So Azanaza could potentially become the champion and go through the Ultimate Openweight Tournament, which would prevent a challenger from earning an opportunity at the championship. But speaking of the champion, for the first time ever, Dancing with Draven has gotten the MPW Openweight Championship. She defeated Garreth Unported at Never Letting, or Cursed by Success, excuse me. The first time she's ever held the Openweight Championship in her history in MPW, earning the second and only singles title she has never held before. A former two-time Idol Division champion. Can Draven hold out? Of course. You're probably getting tired of me telling you how this works, but it is open weight, meaning falls count anywhere, anything goes. Just like we saw in the previous match, 2 matches before in the opening. This is the title that the Ultimate Openweight Tournament is pining for. The title taken from Garreth Unported by this woman here. One of the most dominant idols in the division, looking to defend it against one third of the Shogunate. The Open Weight Championship. Some people call this the Blue Chipper Championship because it has to be defended 2 times as many times as the Idol or Icon Division Championship. Can Draven defend it here tonight? Wearing a nice matching outfit. Draven versus Azanaza. Who will be the Openweight Championship leaving MPW tonight? That is what it's all about, folks. The Openweight Championship. Some people say the hardest defense is the first one, but it doesn't look like Draven is minding. As straight out the gate, the crossbody blocked by Azanaza. If Aza can win this, this will be the second member of the Shogunate to hold the Openweight Championship, I believe. Knee handspring attack by Azanaza. But I wouldn't say that going through Draven is easy. Excuse my papers. But yeah, I was gonna say two-thirds would have had this championship. Because Rize, despite being in the first ever Openweight Championship match, has actually never held the Openweight Championship. And taking her over the knee, back of the head. Draven has had a very short title run so far. Not that many days. Exactly. Sorry, I'm doing math in my head and it's not working, but... Ooh, catches the crossbody. Let's stop trying to do math. Nobody likes math, especially not Draven. Booty popping moonsault by Azanaza to pin Draven. Too close to call it in this championship match. This is going to be an uphill battle for the one of the newest members of the Idol division, but it would be a massive win. Draven gets up. And Draven back body drops Azanaza. And a sort of a tilt-a-whirl neck breaker holding the hands. Draven gets Azanaza on the floor, and of course, false count anywhere. You can pin or submit on the outside. Use of weapons is allowed in our semi-main event of the night. Referee trying to get into position to see this pinfall. A little bit taking his time, maybe. Maybe could have been the end there, but Azanaza does get out. Draven looking under the ring for a kendo stick and now whacking it across the unprotected chest of Azanaza. And already getting a 2 count now. That must have been quite the whack. Or Azanaza is just taking some time. What the fuck was that? Whatever it was painful. Fireman's carry. And a board into like an inverted cutter. Attitude adjustment inverted cutter thing. Sending Azanaza back into the ring. And a kendo stick. Just whacking at the side of Aza. Into the backs of Draven now. Draven ducks it the third time. Azanaza. DNA DDT to put out Draven, new champion. Could we see kick out of 2? Handspring knee. Azanaza could join their fellow stablemate in the history books of the Openweight Championship. But of course, Draven doesn't want to lose it this quickly. This would be Draven's 3rd title run, I think. Oh, what is it? Azanaza has brass knuckles! Azanaza just pulled out brass knuckles and hit Draven across the chin! Azanaza brought in brass knuckles and near fall for the champion! That was something supplied from the outside! With a little bit of an advantage. A tricky maneuver by Aza. And a splash from the top rope. This could be all downhill for the champion. Kick out of 2 again. I think Draven's on Dream Street right now. After getting rocked with that. No, Draven. Like, as I say it, commentator's curse. Sound of night to retain. To put away the champion, or to put away the challenger. 2. No, Azanaza kicks out. Draven was hoping that was going to be it. Getting on Aza's nerves, just stretching the neck. Oz's going to try and roll through the ropes to avoid that kendo stick for just a little while longer in front of the French-Canadian commentator's table. That kendo stick is bent as Draven continues to whack it on the back of the challenger. Ozza back up. Oh my god, running neck breaker. Colliding with the concrete. I can't imagine anyone won with that interaction. Ozza's got Draven back up. DDT onto the concrete. Horns first, right in front of the French-Canadian commentator's table. The targeting to Draven's head. She could be concussed after this match. Draven might need to see the ring doctors when she gets to the back. Ozza sliding through the middle and bottom ropes. Oop. Thinks maybe they have an opportunity to grab some sort of shenanigans. And Draven's going to meet them on the outside, playing a little bit of cat and mouse. Steel chair in hand. Ozza flying through the middle ropes, catching Draven off guard. Ozza said, you know what? I have these opportunities. Seize the opportunity, and they take them. Enziguri. Draven sends Ozza into the ring. And that already damaged kendo stick in her hand. Ooh, shining wizard kind of thing. Didn't quite get all of it, but got some of it. Sound of Night on the chair. No, narrowly escaping the chair. Sound of Night to the challenger. And I think that just might be night for Ozza. And it is. Dancing with Draven retains the Openweight Championship. They say that the hardest match is your first retain. Draven is still the Openweight Champion. One of the most dominant idols in history retains the Openweight Championship. But which idol will qualify? Which two more idols will qualify for Rize's Idol Division Championship in the Elimination Chamber? Let's find out next. Okay, it is time for the main event of the evening, Fatal 4-Way. To see the two more qualifiers for the Elimination Chamber. And the two more sent down to the losers bracket. No matter who wins, who loses, today's going to be a good day as the former Idol Division champion, MintyClovers, makes her entrance. This match is no disqualification, anything goes, but you must pin your opponent in the ring, shoulders down, or 1, 2, 3, or submission hold. MintyClovers had a shot at the Idol Division Championship this season, but it was taken away by Rize. Minty won that #1 contender match to challenge T, and Rize fought her way, said to the boss upstairs, I can beat everybody, I think I deserve a shot, and pinned T in that triple threat to become champion. Speaking of champion, it is none other than one half of the MPW Tag Team Champions, the team of La Primera, ShmeepsWorld 2.0. If I'm Rize, I'm going to worry about ShmeepsWorld potentially getting a qualifying spot, not only qualifying for the Elimination Chamber, but being able to choose where their pod is. If ShmeepsWorld is the last person in the Elimination Chamber, it can be very, very bad, depending what pod Ayasu picks. Ayasu gets first coming, first serving, as Tyranno, Maxim, and Ayasu have already qualified for the Elimination Chamber, but Ayasu picked up the win, allowing them to choose. She gets to choose which position she starts in. She could choose the last position and prevent Rize from getting a later slot, or she could start off early and keep those later slots open for the Shogunate herself. I mean, in this business, when it comes to that, it's every person for themselves, but How will Ayasu choose to have her Elimination Chamber career? Will she side with the self-proclaimed Panda Archon, or will it be all business for themselves? The trio has been pretty dominant in MPW for a while, so you gotta think they might stick together, but this could be the opportunity. The writing could be on the wall for Ayasu. Ayasu and Azanaza may have some sights set on the Tag Team Championship for BeepsWorld and Emrys Morgana. And our third person, the former winner of the Ultimate Open Weight Tournament, just coming off of a tournament win, Blueness. Blueness coming off of a tournament win against Rocky. Looking to be BA Tycho's good little soldier and earn their spot in the Elimination Chamber. I mean, Blueness has had some shots, but hasn't quite held down, or hasn't been able to grab hold of the brass ring, get any of those championships. Blueness could be looking for their first ever title shot. Greg has already found his way into the Icon Division Elimination Chamber. Could this be a coalition sweep? Blueness and Greg could come out the champions and bring them back to the coalition. Speaking of Rocky, the final match, the final contender for the qualifiers is none other than the person that Blueness put out in the Ultimate Openweight Tournament. It is Rocky. They had a hard-fought fight, and maybe there could be some anger, some resentment towards Blueness that we can see in this match. You don't want to let your emotions guide your judgment, but going after Blueness I don't think is a bad strategy. I mean, everybody in this match I think is such a heavy hitter. It's kind of hard to figure out. I always say in these matches you want to assess the threat, but Blueness, BeepsWorld, Rocky, this match is loaded. Not to mention even MintyClovers. I don't mean to call out MintyClovers as not a threat. MintyClovers is quite the underdog in this match, I would say. So maybe MintyClovers has a target on her back for being the weakest link, but when it comes to pulling the wool from under people's eyes, you know, I don't even know if that's a saying. To pull out a big win out of nowhere, I think MintyClovers could potentially pull off the unthinkable. MintyClovers did lose her title in the Elimination Chamber last season. Could she pick up where she left off? Not only retaining that title from Rize, the person that essentially took it from her, but also pick up where she left off in Season 1. This is a completely different Minty than we've seen before in Season 1. It's truly anyone's game. We saw the Icons finish up their qualifiers, and the two people that don't qualify in this match, they'll still have one more shot in the loser's bracket, but you want to be able to be the one to pick up the win here. The last two remaining in this elimination fatal four-way will automatically qualify for the Idol Division Elimination Chamber. The winner of the match will get to choose their spot. Drop kick from Minty. A little bit of a similar styles between Minty and Blueness. Both high-flying action. Suplex. BeepsWorld definitely the powerhouse. I'd maybe say BeepsWorld is the most scary in this match, but again, it's hard to call it. Everybody's so terrifying. I guess the height advantage of BeepsWorld could come into play, but MintyClovers going for that clothesline through the ropes, doesn't quite connect as per usual. Minty is used to fighting giants. having gone up against Glitchy many a times. Kendo stick right to the head of Blueness. Like I said earlier, you know, the resentment might come out. Rocky immediately going after Blueness with a kendo stick. Could we see some resentment from the previous match? And holy crap, ShmeepsWorld just taking house. ShmeepsWorld is playing house right now, and everybody else in the ring is just their doll. Needy T onto the concrete from Minty. Minty and Blueness are both still in the Ultimate Openweight Tournament, though they have not faced each other yet, or will not see each other until the finals if they make it that far. They would have to meet in the finals. MintyClovers' next match will be against ShmeepsWorld in the second round. That won't be seen for a couple more weeks. Blueness near fall, as I'm not even paying attention. A near fall on Blueness to put Blueness away. And Rocky might be going for, or Rocky might get clover cuttered. Diving, jumping DDT from Blueness. A clover cutter to Rocky. Already the big moves are coming out. Could we see the first elimination? Oh, the bionic elbow to Blueness. Oh, the bionic elbows. How devastating to Blueness with those robotic enhancements. Blueness might be the first eliminated. Kick out at 2, though. ShmeepsWorld nearly had it. Blueness is in trouble. ShmeepsWorld and Blueness do have a little bit of a of history. ShmeepsWorld beat Blueness and BA Tycho to become the first ever MPW Tag Team Champions. Super kick takes the big last down, but unfortunately MintyClovers is guarding the gates. Ooh, grabbing the horns of ShmeepsWorld to take her down. Minty, though, you gotta watch behind you. You never know what to expect. Angle slam from Minty. ShmeepsWorld is definitely taking a lot of damage. This could be the first elimination. As I say that, ShmeepsWorld has been eliminated. ShmeepsWorld's going to move to the loser's bracket. The next elimination we see will decide the qualifiers. ShmeepsWorld and Rocky fighting on the outside right in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. Clothesline doesn't quite connect. Slightly blocked by Rocky, but MintyClovers capitalizes from it with a Russian leg sweep on the floor. Ducks the punch from ShmeepsWorld. MintyClovers DDT. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe MintyClovers is the threat that you need to be worrying about. Taking on all comers. Sidewalk slam to the floor. You can't eliminate your opponent on the outside. They gotta remember that. But you can do this kind of stuff, like busting the kendo stick over the head of ShmeepsWorld. Grabbing her by her ears. Knee strikes. Knee strikes aplenty. Minty into the corner. Ducks the clothesline. They are taking liberties on the outside, trying to pull off the breathing mask. I don't even know what would happen if ShmeepsWorld would have removed that mask, but trying to remove it, clothesline fucking puts Rocky inside out. Shining Wizard, MintyClovers, taking everybody's name right now. ShmeepsWorld getting them off as they're in the Timeskeeper corner. Sending ShmeepsWorld into the post and into the Rocky into the French Canadian commentators table. Elbow drop. The next person to be eliminated will make the next two, the last remaining two, the qualifiers. Who will join? Why am I actually stupid? Who was the person that just got eliminated? Blueness. Who will join Blueness in the losers bracket? Sorry, my brain flatlined. Takedown right onto the floor. I thought Rocky was maybe going into the ring. The only place you can get an elimination. Diving clothesline. And a DDT puts him down. Another clothesline, not quite connecting though. MintyClovers gets sent into the ring. And a running DDT. MerlinGTB not going to follow. MintyClovers going to meet them outside once again. And Rocky just trying to get people back into the ring. Maybe trying to get an elimination. Rocky gets set up for a suplex, but reversal. Minty Clover cutter on the floor from MintyClovers. MerlinGTB putting a table in the ring. Minty's going to meet her there. Rocky is laid out, and maybe that's for the best. If Minty can get the KO here, or MerlinGTB will get the KO here, they're going to qualify by default. MerlinGTB bumps him. DDT, and now Rocky's going to join the two in the ring. All three remaining members. Rocky, nope. The Irish Whip reversed, and a Luthez press, knocking the big last down. Just flurry of punches, busting MerlinGTB open. I didn't even know if she could bleed. Maybe she's bleeding oil. And MintyClovers might just be put in the lost and found by Rocky. Gecko just barely gets the shoulder up. Could Rocky be going for another one? Second time's the charm, lost. And no, MintyClovers able to slide her way out. Rocky's back up. And now MerlinGTB, oh my god, that backhand. Knee strike, MerlinGTB duck. Ooh, ducks the clothesline, but gets it on the backswing to cover Rocky. Kick out at 2 as well. Minty seems tired on the ropes. Rocky goes to the outside. MerlinGTB. What could MerlinGTB be thinking? Seeing Minty on the outside. Tope Suicida. No, drop kick through the middle rope. I don't think we've seen anyone do something quite like that. The long legs of MerlinGTB straight through the middle ropes. And Minty getting MerlinGTB back inside. Trying to get some space from them in MerlinGTB. Now what is Rocky looking for here? Jesus. Rocky electric chair drop position. Electric chair drop. Tip up. Minty's back up. Misses the clothesline. Uppercut doesn't connect. Neither of these three, they know that they want to keep this on the outside until they know they can get a pinfall. Headbutt with the horns. The only way you're going to qualify is if you get an elimination in the ring. And we're getting to this dangerous area called the ramp where nobody seems to know how to get home from. Rocky and MerlinGTB just battling it out. Neat DDT onto the floor again. Onto the concrete. And Rocky stands tall above both competitors. Both of her opponents. Sending Minty in the ring. Maybe. Ooh, sweeps the leg. Chop block. Maybe seeing a potential for a pinfall or a elimination. Rocky gets sent in, but fucking gets hit by Minty coming outside. So fun. Sweeps the leg again. Both Rocky and Minty up early. Back body drop. And BeastWorld just resorted to targeting the legs at this point. Just sliding people out. Sends Minty back into the ring for the 4th time without following up. BeastWorld's strategy is above any level of brain functionality that we can comprehend. DDT to the floor again. As Minty's going to just enjoy her time. She's going to let her opponents wear themselves down. And she said, come on in the ring. Let's settle this in the ring. Minty's taking her, letting her time, she's relaxing. She's taking all the time she can inside the ring. If they're not going to join her, might as well. Find your spot, take your break. What the fuck is happening there? Rolls through. Rocky's looking under the ring for something. And it's a stop sign. It's time to stop. MintyClovers couldn't agree more. Sends BeastWorld across the outside. Round the outside, round the outside. Blocks the punch. Minty sliding out and taking out the knee. Clothesline backbreaker into another clothesline and then gets clobbered in the back. Perfect time by Rocky once again, standing above all else. Happy to know that blueness is no longer in the match for her. Fucking, I don't even know what that was, but it was sick looking. They're in a corner where it's kind of hard to Irish whip someone into the ring, but if they want to get a pinfall or submission elimination, they gotta get people in the ring. Double Russian leg sweep for the 2 spookiest members in the match. Like I said, very difficult to Irish whip someone into the ring from this position. MintyClovers now punching and kicking. German suplex, no, not reverse, just takedown. Big boot blocked by Minty. As Minty's going to send BeastWorld in the ring, but will not follow. Because the only way to win is by pinfalling your opponent in the ring, and following them into the ring would be a very big advantage to a prone opponent. Clothesline takes him down. Scoops him. Big boot. BeastWorld sends Rocky into the ring. Will not follow. Minty takes down Beeps. Now Minty looking at the ring. Could MintyClovers beat? Yes, he is! MintyClovers has entered the ring! And the only place that you can pin or submit your opponent, MintyClovers has entered it! But MintyClovers might be going down. Two. Kick out at 2. MintyClovers holds on. BeastWorld with the stop sign. Goozles, no. Dodges the goozle. Lost and found, broken up by Minty. Clothesline. Elevated, but reversed. No, not reversed. BeastWorld just wanted to hold up Minty in the air for a little bit, I guess. Now Minty looking to put BeastWorld away. Off the ropes. Clover cutter on the table. And Rocky breaking up Minty from being able to pin BeastWorld. Minty's going to roll out of the ring. Try and save her spot as BeastWorld's already looking worse for wear in the ring. And Rocky with that sledgehammer maybe is enough to put BeastWorld away. Wants the recognition. Kick out of 2. Maybe took a little bit too long for Rocky to pin Beeps. And now Rocky with the sledgehammer to Minty. Minty's back up. Backbreaker, clobber to the back of the neck. Minty's got that stop sign, but no. Lost. And found on the floor, or onto the table, and the stop sign to MintyClovers. She's moving to the loser's bracket. MerlinGTB and Rocky have both qualified for the Elimination Chamber. This time, MerlinGTB rolls through, blocks him. Ooh, a big Goozle choke slam. Could barely lift MerlinGTB off her feet. Speaking of her feet, driving the sledgehammer into them. Rocky's looking for that spot. Looking for a spot in the Elimination Chamber. A second time's the charm. Lost and found to MerlinGTB. Both of these two have made it into the Elimination Chamber, but only one can choose their spot. And that will be Rocky, joining Ayasu and Tyranno Maximum. A hard-hitting match for our main event. Rocky looking to get that championship one more time. The former longest reigning idol in the division. Looking for that championship once again. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys next week to see who will be the final 6th member of the Elimination Chamber. We'll see you guys next. We'll see you guys next time. I was Masu Pro Wrestlington. This is Masu Pro Wrestling. We'll see you guys next time.